All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, Greenwood Stock Trading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man, I wasn't even going to do this video, but I ended up doing it. I could have did it last week, I think. Basically, Terrell Owens was saying that, I'm not, being hateful towards, he didn't say that, I'm just paraphrasing, towards Calvin Johnson. But how can you put him in, long story short, over Reggie Wayne and Torrey Hawk? And my whole thing is this. I got Terrell Owens as the second best receiver of all time. Most of you guys know that. But we're just going to go over, since these guys want to be statistical driven, let's talk about some things. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Check out the NFL playlist. Okay, quick. The first thing I just looked at. I put them all up on Pro Football Reference. 3 different tabs. You have Torrey Hawk, right? Hawk played from 99 to 2009. Played 11 seasons in the National Football League, right? He scored 74 touchdowns in 11 years. You look at Reggie Wayne, right? Love Reggie Wayne, but a lot of Reggie Wayne benefited from playing with Marvin Harrison on the other side. He played 14 years in the National Football League, right? He had 82 touchdowns in 14 years, right? Torrey Hall has 74 touchdowns in 11 years. Calvin Johnson, in what was it? In 9 years, had 83 touchdowns. Come on, he had 83 touchdowns in 9 years. Yeah, you got to remember, dude, he played with John Kitna and Drew Stanton a lot of the years, and Sean Hill when Stafford was injured the 2 years. So Stafford came in 2009. For 2 years, he played with John Kitna and Drew Stanton. For the next 2 years in 2009 and 2010, he played with like a hurt Matthew Stafford. So he had a healthy quarterback for 5 seasons. His rookie year, he had 48 catches, 756, and he played next to Nate Burleson for a lot of the time, and Nate Burleson wasn't that good, and I love Nate Burleson at that time. Nate Burleson didn't do much. Torrey Hawk played next to Isaac Bruce. Okay? Reggie Wayne played next to Marvin Harrison. You can put Marvin Harrison in there. When have you ever said Marvin Harrison was the best receiver in the league? I never said. Maybe he was one time, but he was a great receiver, but he didn't move. He played with Peyton Manning. Get out of here. He had some good numbers before Peyton got there, though. When have you ever said Torrey Hawk the best receiver in the league? Never. No disrespect. Love big game Torrey Hawk. Have you said Reggie Wayne was the best receiver? Never. Calvin Johnson was the best receiver for a few years. Okay, he was the best receiver. Best receiver. Look, his top year, bro. 122 catches, almost 2,000 yards. And how many TDs did he have? Hold on, I messed it up. Playing with problem with other. He had 5 TDs that year. Okay, his top TD year was 16. Let's see what Torrey Hawk. He might have like 30 in the way he talking. His top TD year was 12. Reggie Wayne, he probably had like 50. His top TD was 12. And they talking like, dude, get out of here. This dude Calvin had a hard time in Detroit, man. He had to quit. I guess people look at it. He had 12 touchdowns 3 different times in his career. He did they maxed 3 different times. And I guess people seeing Barry Sanders make big plays in playoff games and make it an NFC Championship, and Calvin could never do it. It wasn't Calvin's fault. Calvin was a dominant receiver for years. And what happened was, he lost the will to want to play because, Detroit was just, they didn't know how to put nothing together. And people saying he had a quarterback in Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford still haven't won a playoff game. He is 6-70 versus teams with above 500 winning records. I'll say it again. He only beat 6 teams out of 76 tries that had winning records. I say it again. He had him until tomorrow. We all didn't have court. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. This dude played with a guy who only beat 6 teams with a winning record out of 76. He didn't play with Kurt Warner. And then if you want to get into this, he was 3 times All-Pro in 9 years. And probably could have, if he played with Kurt Warner or he played with Peyton Manning, dude, that would have been 9 for 9 out of he wouldn't even have quit. He probably would have went. Probably still be winning, still be playing. Isaac Bruce, he got into the Hall of Fame too. I mean, Terry Hall, he got into the Hall of Fame, I believe, too. No, he on the 2000s Hall of Fame team. Excuse me. He one Pro Bowl, one All Pro. Right, Reggie Wayne, one All Pro playing with Peyton fucking Manning. Calvin Johnson got 3 All Pros. That's crazy to me. I mean, how can you hate Reggie Wayne? You never say, Reggie Wayne the best receiver in football. Never. You never said Torrey Hart the best receiver in football. And they both played with other great players, man. Brandon Stokely in the slot for Reggie Wayne. Marvin Harris, for a second they had Marshall Faulk, but it was like Joseph Adai and Adrian James come out. You had Peyton Manning. You get it, Peyton Manning and Calvin Johnson, dude. He gonna put up historic numbers, bro. Historic numbers. Historic. And it seemed like this, and people not gonna like I played the black card here. It seemed like he jealous. If that was Steve Largent, that was Steve Largent in there. He if that was a white boy going in, Terrell probably wouldn't have said nothing. Oh, this just shows that, it ain't biased. This nigga was the best receiver in the game for years, and people had that issue with Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis was dominant. People forget before he got there, John Elway went to 3 Super Bowls. People forget that John Elway went to 3 Super Bowls before he got there. 3 Super Bowls. Before he got there. And he didn't win none of them. When Terrell Davis they won. That was the difference. He needed a run game. Hold on. They get mad because statistically he was the best receiver in the game. The best receiver. He didn't have a Peyton Manning. He didn't have a Kurt Warner. Is Kurt Warner in the Hall of Fame? Let me double check. Let me see. Kurt Warner in the Hall of Fame. Let me see. Give me a minute. Let's see. He's probably not in the Hall of Fame, but yeah, he in the Hall of Fame. And this dude got 208 touchdowns to 128 interceptions. So they both played with Hall of Fame quarterbacks. They both Matt Stafford ain't going to Hall of Fame, not as a Detroit Lion. If he go to Hall of Fame, he won in Los Angeles with the Los Angeles Rams. Once again, he was 6-70 versus teams above 500. And T.O. just hating. That's just hate. You don't know the criteria. What are you talking about the criteria, man? Gale Sayers in there. He didn't play but a few seasons. He was dominant. And black people kill me with that shit. That's why I'm done with that. I love you. You love me, black people, bro. Because all they look to do is, I'm going to use Calvin Johnson as an example. And I love T.O. Best for best. Calvin Johnson was better than T.O. Best for best. Not going to hate. T.O. didn't have the greatest hands. But his career was better than Calvin Johnson. If they would have traded Calvin Johnson like they traded Matt Stafford and traded him to trade him to New England, I don't know where he would have went. You would have traded him somewhere where they had a quarterback, it'd have been over with. And it's the same thing with Julio Jones. They probably gonna put Matt Ryan in the Super Bowl. The Hall of Fame, but still, you put Julio with Aaron Rodgers, you put AJ Green with Aaron Rodgers or with Tom Brady or with Patrick Mahomes, we're not having that conversation. We not have. Come on, man. All these guys we talked about on right here, including Marvin Harris, who has some tremendous numbers, had a great freaking quarterback. And Terrell Owens had Donovan McNabb. He cried about having some more money after signing the contract. He had a quarterback that got him to the Super Bowl and all of that. And they made it over the hump without him in the NFC Championship game finally. He had the guy to put up dope numbers with. He had Tony Romo down in Dallas. This dude had John Kitna, Drew Stanton, Sean Hill, and Matthew Stafford. Stop it. Sometimes you a victim of your circumstance. He gonna say, well, I'm not. Man, he's the polar opposite of Terrell Owens. Nice guy, don't complain, clean cut. He don't cause and that's what's hurting T.O. and Randy Moss. Because they was outspoken people. And I get it, some people got the ability to shut the fuck up and just let shit ride. People like me, T.O. and Randy Moss, we don't got that ability. We ain't gonna let nobody let shit slide. You know, but then we talking about all these dudes who play with higher caliber quarterbacks. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Share the video. Check the NFL playlist out. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Facebook group in the description as well, too. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well, too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section one time for the